Well, here I am back again with my wild hair. Now I'm 63 years old instead of 62. Uh, this is about responsibility. I deal with two companies on a regular basis. Unfortunately, one of them. And another one I've had nothing but good experiences until a certain fiasco happened a couple of years ago. I financed my house with USAA. And everything was fantastic, by the way. I enjoyed that, and it was a good experience. But they sold my account to a Mr. Cooper, or transferred my account to Mr. Cooper. I don't know Mr. Cooper, except maybe if you go look him up online for Better Business Bureau, or you name it, claims, angry people. You probably could find it under looking Mr. Cooper in any bad language you could think of. But you'll find them there. And then the problem started. Once there was a problem when we first got with them, and they kept money that we overpaid, and then wanted to hit us with a fine right after we got it. That was stupid, but it went by, and I let it go. But I didn't like the company because they were very rude. They laughed at you, and they didn't care. And it was very obvious. I mean, look at the company. They named themselves after an individual. Usually that means they're megalomaniacal guy running the company. But here's where it gets weird. They lost all my data, personal data, onto the dark web in October. And conveniently didn't send me a letter or tell me about it or call me or warn me or an email till January. Wow, that sure is enough time for somebody to just screw up your credit something fierce. But we're talking losing your social security number, your relatives, everything. And you can find it if you go look for it. And those of you who know how to find that stuff, it's easy to find. I'm not going to tell the other people because, frankly, they don't need to know. Anyway, I used to, when I was a kid, used to spend a lot of time around 2600. And anybody knows what that is, good for you. If you don't really care. So on we go with this. They apologize. Ooh, we apologize for losing all your data. That's their answer. We apologize. And we'll monitor your credit for free with one system. Well, I see a problem there. The problem is you didn't even do anything about this till January. How much trust do you have in the company? Well, I went back to the original people that I got my account with. And it was USAA. And they gave me their resolution team for problems like that. Which, by the way, isn't going to resolve the problem. They don't care. I just talked to them. Just got off the phone with them, which is why I'm making this video. I don't recommend. I got a bank. I bank with them now. I don't recommend you get a bank account with them. And the reason I do that is if they're going to sell your account with any type of loan to a company like Mr. Cooper, who has so many complaints, it's insane, then I think they're all about the money and they don't care about the rest. I thought their insurance was going to be great, but now I have doubts about how good insurance they have. And I've had insurance on my car, my house. I've had banking with them forever, since they started, and I've enjoyed it. But what I don't enjoy is the data I gave them, they gave to a company who lost it all. So I have these severe doubts on whether or not any of these companies should still be in business. If you're on the fence about financing, or you're on the fence about a bank, you can skip Mr. Cooper and you can skip USAA. Because neither one of them has tried to fix the problem. Now, mind you, if you see this video disappear and another one replace it, I will tell you that they replaced it. But I'm not going to hold that up as a something that's going to happen. I pretty much think I am really screwed over. And I've been around losing data before, and every company I ever worked at, if you lost that kind of data, you got fired. Well, who fires the companies that lose the data? Because isn't it supposed to be secured? Isn't my Privacy Act of 1974 data is supposed to be secured when a company deals with it? Apparently with Mr. Cooper, that's not their problem. And when you talk to USAA, who gave them the data, electronically or otherwise, it's not their problem. Do you really want to have a bank or a financial company tell you it's not their problem when they lose your data to possible thieves? Makes me think. I said, our society has gone degraded and we have a lot of violence. And by the way, that's not because of the president, at least not the one serving now. We have violence because we live in times when people want to get everything for free and they don't want to work for it. When I was a kid, that's called a loser. And when you don't support your company's customers, that's called a loser too. So today I've dealt with USAA, and I hate to say it, another loser. I have nothing against them personally, the one that called me. But the company isn't trying to fix a problem. And when you have a problem that makes your company look bad, you should fix it, especially if it's your fault. And in this case, it's USAA and Mr. Cooper's fault, not mine. I didn't tell them to unsecure the data. I didn't tell them to be idiots. But somebody there is. Somebody is an idiot in that situation. I wasn't an idiot trusting a bank with my personal information. I wasn't an idiot when I dealt with Mr. Cooper, but they still showed me at the very beginning that they were a predatory company. Neither one of them as bad as Sunnova in Texas. You won't believe that company in Texas. They're outright criminal in their behavior, and yet no attorney general in any state has held them up and taken them down. In fact, the new one in New Mexico won't even contact them, even though they've had complaints, multiple hundreds of complaints in New Mexico over Sunnova. So here's my little rant today, and I'm putting it up online on YouTube. But it's the truth. I can't believe that their only answer is, we're sorry, we'll monitor your credit. Well, what if they use all my data and wipe out everything I own? What if they completely crush me financially? They're not going to do anything. They don't care. We've gone from a country that was based on honor to a country that does not know what honor is. Mr. Cooper's, none of them that I've talked to know what honor is and integrity. It's not there. And from what I can tell from USAA, they're ignorant of the fact that they have a problem. I hope they fix it before they become another Bank of America or another Wells Fargo. Now, that's my 2 cents. Anybody who will watch this won't care one way or another. Most people don't care. Maybe one day somebody will care and do something. But for the rest of us who don't have millions of dollars, they don't care. The rich get off, the poor get dumped on.